ladies and gentlemen, Dr. John Belkowitz here, Director of R&D, Intelligent Concrete. Got a fun video for you today. This has been a project that's been on the schedule, that's French for schedule, for a very, very long time. I don't really know if that's French for schedule. I don't think it is. But anyway, it's making a concrete countertop, and we've been very selective about the type of concrete countertop. We're trying to showcase some of the fun things that we can do, we've done with concrete. So this video kind of throws it all together, at least the very first part, the making and the curing of the concrete countertop, and then the next video series is going to be prepping it for putting it into place. We've got to make some concrete pillars to leave it in place or to keep it up on the wall over here. And then we'll show how we're going to put it into place. So it's going to be, what is that, 4 videos, Patchouli? So what it took for us to do this, we're not a concrete countertop company. This is something that we used to do back in the day, and we really like doing it, but just don't have time for it anymore. But this project has been very important to us, so it really was a team effort. Uncle Richard built the formwork. Steve got the steel in, cut the steel up, got it initially placed, and then Brooke came in as the anchor to get the final placement of the steel, the final measurement, and everything prepped and ready to go. And Steve also weighed up the mixes after I designed them. Anyway, so yeah, it really was a team effort. And then the video that we've got going right now is me actually doing the mixing for the entire section that we have, and I think it was like somewhere around 2.5 feet by 7 feet long. And at times it was 4 inches thick, at other times it was 2 inches thick. So we really had to straddle that steel the lower edge of the countertop and also of that thicker edge in the front. And we did that by using these little plastic chairs, and that's where that teamwork came in. So that in doing so, what we had is these different time lapses, first of me making the concrete, and then placing the concrete, and then for those fun pieces, as you can see, we've got some cutouts in there where we took 5-gallon buckets or wood cutouts, wood cutout for the sink, 5-gallon bucket for this glow-in-the-dark section that we've been working on with the optical fibers, and then we also, as you see in this last time lapse, we've got these gems that my Auntie Lindsay gave me. So I finished those into the concrete, and later on I'm going to come back and water polish or water grind and then polish up that surface, not only to bring out that dark blue color, because what we did is from the outside to the inside we went with a really dark blue and then lightened it up to gray. So you're going to see that after we grind up that surface, and I think we might even do a muriatic acid in the center to get that exposed aggregate look. So really exciting stuff, so stay tuned. We've got more planned for this, a lot more episodes. But we are going to focus on prepping next, and then placement, and what was the other one? So the grinding, so that's prepping, and then it's the columns, and then it's the placement. Well, the glow section is just totally separate. Yeah. So we'll show the placement of that in the final video, but that's totally separate. So yeah, stay tuned. Let us know if you got any concrete questions and concrete concerns. We had a great time doing this. Oh, wait. Rewind for a little bit. The last piece of this is that we're also curing it, and what you'll notice is in the concrete mix, I use straight cement. A wholesome type 1-2. I also use Juno XP as my alternative supplementary cementitious material. It's interior, so I wasn't going to use an air. I used a 5767, a pea gravel, both river rock and a natural concrete sand. It's a really nice sand, local sand here in Colorado. For my admixtures, I used the Optima 258, which I absolutely loved. And then I used, as my high range water reducer, but I also used a non-chloride accelerator to help me push the gelling. Now, besides the Juno XP, I really wasn't using anything to mitigate cracking. So what I wanted to do is make sure that I put a nanotechnology based topical additive on the surface to reduce plastic shrinkage. Even though I was coming back to grind the surface and put a muriatic acid on it to give an exposed aggregate, I didn't want to have a deteriorated surface. And then what I did 24 hours later is I put a bunch of wet towels on it, sprayed those, misted those wet towels down, and I put some plastic over it, and I come back every 24 hours and I repeat that process just to make sure I have enough water for curing, because we do have a lot of these singularities or hard corners where cracking could be induced. So anyway, again, hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you got any concrete questions and concrete concerns. Stay tuned. Go concrete! Beat asphalt!